You never know when or where it's going to happen. It could even happen here. But now Cerritos has one more tool to fight crime. We have the automated fingerprint identification system. Criminals are unpredictable, but many have committed other crimes, and odds are they've been caught at least once. That means they've been fingerprinted, and when they strike again, we can identify them and put an end to their career in crime.
Here in Cerritos, I operate the AFIS 21 equipment, which is, AFIS stands for Automated Fingerprint Identification System, and it searches the DOJ database for California of about 8 million people. I will input a latent fingerprint and it will search 80 million fingers in a pretty short period of time and give me possible candidates. There are 175 points of comparison on every fingertip. Those points of comparison are ending ridges and bifurcations. And there's raised portions on that fingertip called friction ridges. Those ridges do go into a forking, like a fork in a road, which would be a bifurcation, or sometimes they just stop abruptly and that would be an ending ridge. And their relationships to each other are very unique. They're formed while the baby is in the womb through movement and through genetics, and that's what makes them so unique. Once I've gotten a match, I will obtain the individual's 10-print card. I'll do a comparison. If I find that that is the individual, I will contact 2 other latent fingerprint experts, and those 2 individuals will also do a comparison.
The city of Cerritos is very unique in having this automated fingerprint identification system in that there is no other sheriff station in the county system. There are 25 stations. We're the only sheriff station, with the exception of Lancaster, that has its own automated fingerprint identification system. The value of that cannot be underestimated. It is the ability to put fingerprints into this automated system within 24 hours of a crime being committed is something that virtually no other police department probably in the country can do.
This is another one of the tools that the city has provided the Sheriff's Department, and we are enhancing this tool by having the individual on place right here where we can get a quick response to crime scenes in the city. And the other end of it is that we get to process and use those tools, use the tool that we have in the chance and doing everything we can to identify a potential perpetrator, because this person that commits this crime here will also commit crimes in other parts of the city, and our chances of identifying him have significantly improved with this system here.
We recently had a car burglary in one of our residents where we were able to find some fingerprints in the car and identify a juvenile suspect. When the detectives interviewed him, he made no admissions, there was no property found, so the district attorney decided not to file that case. About 3 or 4 weeks later, the suspect was apprehended in a burglary case over in the city of Lakewood, where he was found to have some property from this burglary and a gun in the car. But the system, when his fingerprints were run, when he was booked, the system linked him up to the Cerritos case, again, alerted both detectives, and they were able to get together and put together a case for our burglary as well. So we were able to convince the district attorney to file our case. So that not only clears our case, but it takes one of our local burglars off the street for a significant period of time, which obviously then improves community safety overall.
The individuals that they have here in Cerritos, they know where to look to find the bad guy's fingerprints. And so when they turn in fingerprints to me, I'm fairly certain that they've gotten the right person. The reason I wanted to become a fingerprint expert was because if I were a patrolman out in the field, I might make 3 or 4 felony arrests a month. I'd be patrolling, looking at buildings, and I wouldn't be catching a lot of people. I'd be trying, but in this work, I can do that in one day, every day.
The AFIS system is making a real impact on law enforcement, not only in Cerritos, but in neighboring communities as well. Now, criminals can be identified within 24 hours, sometimes within minutes. This technology is an important tool for improving community safety in the city of Cerritos, and that improves the overall quality of life here.